because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education.
First pitch swinging, it's a base hit in the left center field. The leadoff batter is on for the Vikings. That's number 11, Cassie Holland.
Good hit by her.
Josiah. Yeah, it's not working. Batter's out at second, and runner still stays at first. Couldn't get a number on her. Anyway, one out, top of the first inning. Number 3 that was. Thank you, Ackerman. Now
Bro.
Number 13. Dugan had a stellar game last time. Extra base hit. First pitch outside, runner goes down to second, throw is there, and she's out! What a throw from Sarah Kozel, and what a tag on there by Simpson to gun out the runner at second. And just like that, 2 outs in the top of the first.
It's a good pop there by Kozel, quickly realizing that that runner was going, and she got that ball out quick over to second base for that tag out.
Ball just a little bit up high, 2-0 the count on Audrey Dugan. Ground ball foul into the netting here. Pitcher for the Bulldogs today. We're looking at here. Yeah, that's right. Angelica Bolivar. Pitch fly ball left field. Ranging in on it is Fry and makes the catch. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Not the most straightforward 3-up, 3-down, but they get it done nonetheless. We head to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Bulldogs coming up to hit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Audrey Dugan enters the circle for the Vikings. She'll take on the Bulldogs here in their lineup. We'll put up 2 runs in their first game of the doubleheader here. Dugan, now a two-way player now. Dugan on the year, a 9.5 ERA, 0-1 on 5 appearances, 14 innings, 27 hits, 20 runs, 19 of those earned, only 3 walks and 14 strikeouts. So kind of a high leverage, high power kind of a pitcher, but does give up a fair amount of runs.
And she really throws that ball fast. I was walking past her as she was warming up, going back here to the perch or whatever you want to call it now, and she was throwing them. And you can see after that first pitch, the speed from her.
Yeah, a little bit faster. It's down 0-2 quickly is Elizabeth Grady, the designated player here for the Bulldogs, as the head coach for the Vikings comes out. Already the catcher's shaken up.
I think it's something to do with her hand, maybe?
That's Gonser. Katie Gonser behind the plate.
Just looking at her hand, she's holding it.
Let's take a break. And we're back. Katie Gonser, a little bit taken care of. Her left hand, not sure if she caught a ball in the palm already or what, but we're back out here and down 0-2.
It is her catching hand, too. I want to mark that.
Yeah. Ball low, 1-2 to the Bulldogs' leadoff hitter. Dugan comes set, delivers the pitch just up and away. And now 2-2 on the leadoff hitter again, Elizabeth Grady.
For her to get back into this count, down 0-2, finding back.
Pitch swung on, sawed off to second base, easily fielded, thrown on at first for the first out of the inning. And Grady goes down quietly.
Yeah, I was good that she made contact with that, but unfortunately just went right to the second baseman. Easy play. Getting some talking with, seemed like Grady.
Yeah,
kind of explaining what to look out for, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. A common practice there. The leadoff hitter kind of sees a lot of pitches, and then they'll go back to the players right after, and see what do they see, what kind of movement the pitcher's got, what kind of off speed she has, and there's stuff to look out for. Obviously, the velocity is there. I think everyone in the stadium can kind of see that, but just the different kind of techniques or what they're seeing there in the batter's box. 1-0 on the outside corner, called for a strike, even things up 1-1 on Annika Alstead. Bulldogs first baseman in both games here today. Line up and a pitch, strike right down the middle. And 1-2 on Alstead.
Oh, I talk from the dugout right now.
Swing gets a miss, and attempted of a slap hit, and 2 up, 2 down for the Bulldogs. Dugan is rolling thus far.
Yeah, she's been really just, I think it's the first thing that we've noticed is the velocity difference for sure, and it's been really hard. The Bulldogs have been pretty much late to all the swings that they've had, and by the time that they start their swing path, the ball is already almost in the mitt. So it's going to be a thing to adjust to in this game too.
On the outside corner, called for a strike. And just on the couple of these early calls, I don't know if the Bulldogs are going to get the benefit of the doubt on this new umpire strike zone. They did switch out umpires. The base ump is now the home plate up and vice versa. Seems to get a little bigger of a zone. A little flare to third, called fair, and she's safe. Oh, at first with a hustle play, beats it out.
There's Evans there. Just pure speed, bobbled by the third baseman for a split second. She had to look down to make sure she had a full grip on the ball. And by the time she did that, Evans able to make it safe.
Be a little tough. That spin off of the turf, and especially this newer turf, it bounces a lot more than you think. You know, on kind of turf outside, especially on the baseball field, it's very matted down because it's been out there for a while. It's been a little worn out, but not with this new turf in here, less than a year old, probably sitting about 6 or 7 months, I'd say. It really is still very bouncy. Here's Greer Simpson. Takes a strike, and it gets away from the catcher. Down to second goes Evans, and now runner in scoring position here, bottom of the first inning for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of choppers that have hit the ground hard and just skip really high up in the air. So it's a good thing to mention. I didn't even think about that being a possibility, but you're exactly right with that case of the turf.
Evans on second, swung on, hit over the shortstop's head. Evans coming around third to score. Bulldogs will take the 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning on the RBI single from Greer Simpson.
Was able to get the full barrel on that one and just pop over the head of the shortstop for the Vikings. And Simpson able to get the RBI, and we're already going to get a mound visit.
An early mound visit here for the Vikings. A little bit of, looked like she was mowing him down pretty well. Had the 4-3 put out and a strikeout, but then after the single given up to Evans and back-to-back hits for the Bulldogs with Simpson driving in the run. Let's get a little bit of a break here. Did waste a couple of bullets in the first inning. And you had the catcher kind of go out and talk about her hand and getting it fixed. And the catcher's going to go back to the bench area and look like we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, we sure are. It's a little bit frustrated. Obviously, it sucks, too, when, you just want to catch, and it's unfortunate. The hand's just hurting a little bit too much, and I think Flores is going to go back into the game.
Yeah, you could visibly see the emotion of Katie Gonser over there on the bench. Got the start at catcher here in game 2. Came off the bench in game 1, and her first pitch she saw in the box, it laced a double in the right center field, but clearly still having issues with the left hand. So back to the 5-hitter. It's Courtney Robertson playing right field both games here today. Simpson on first. 2 away for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the first inning, they already had their first lead of the day. They called strike. I think umpire motioned it for a second. Didn't hold it. I'm going to go with that. He called it a strike. Almost looked like he wanted to second guess himself. A little low.
And I'm going to really a gesture for knowing what the count is.
Usually, you put up the hands. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 balls, no strike, especially with no scoreboard here. You want to let everyone know what it is. There's a swing and a miss, no doubt on that one. 2-1 the count. So I guess the first one was not a strike. He put his arm up for a quick second and then brought it right back down. Up and in, it's 3-1. And a little bit of hiccups here early on for Audrey Dugan. Talked about the velocity, but that ERA was definitely inflated. 9.5 on the year in 14 innings. This is down and away, and only her 4th walk given up on the year.
I think the little bit of the dugout is playing a role too so far, because they're loud. They weren't really loud for Adrian's dugout. Wasn't really that loud in the in the first game, but the second game, they're really getting into this game, and I really like that out of them. They're supporting their teammates really well, and it's showing. I mean, bottom of the first, you got a run already scored. You didn't have that for quite a while in that first game, so definitely a different team that we're seeing today.
Yeah, they're feeling the energy. You know, they were close in that last game. It kind of didn't seem like it, you know, for the first 5 innings or so, but in the bottom of the fifth, when they finally struck for 2 runs and they left the bases loaded, I believe it was either in the 5th or the 6th, they stranded the bases loaded. They were right there to taking the lead in the game one of the doubleheader, so they know they have the opportunity and they know they can do it. Only lost this game by 1, and now they take an early lead here, kind of put the Vikings on the ropes, you know, coming in to opponent's territory for the Vikings. You know, you come in a crazy environment, not necessarily by the crowd or anything, but just the atmosphere is completely different than what you're used to as far as like the field conditions and such. But they come out, they win game 1 by a score 3-2, and they really kind of set the tone. Foul ball into the netting.
A couple of scared dogs there. They heard a couple of screams from up here in the perch, and luckily for them, I mean, the netting's there for a reason, to protect your players, so exactly what happened.
You got to be careful there. Luckily, all of them are behind the net, but another quick foul ball into the backstop. Well, the makeshift backstop at that. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Isabella Cordy. Saw that one off. Ground ball to the first baseman. Picks up and steps on the bag for the end of the first. Bulldogs strike, though, 1-0 on the RBI single from Greer Simpson. They go to the top of the second, leading 1-0.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at AdrianCollegeTV today.
It's going to be interesting to see the response out of the Vikings. Going down 1-0 early.
You see my water bottle?
I do not see your water bottle anywhere.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'm like, my throat's been scratchy ever since like the 3rd inning of the first game.
Yeah, that's what happens when you got a lot of talking to do up here. An eventful game.
An exciting talking at that.
Yeah. Well, an exciting game, too, so far.
Top of the second, cleanup hitter up for the Vikings. I believe that's number 8, Courtney Zaricki.
Yeah, she had some power behind her in that first game. Fly out that should have been a home run if we were playing a regular field, and then a line out that had some absolute heat to it, but unfortunately just went to the second baseman. So, see this? She's got a lot of power, and that's why she's in that 4-hole.
Swung on, fouled away. Got 2 strikes on her now. 1 and 2 you got? Thanks for keeping count for me.
I got you. Don't worry.
Tyler Ackerman doing dual work here as color and director for this game. Abby Reed had to step away.
She had practice, unfortunately. Couldn't be it through.
Swung on, line drive, base hit into left field. And Zaricki is on base for the lead off the top of the second inning for the Vikings.
You can see the power right there. She got all barrel on that softball and went right up between third base and shortstop Dogs, and luckily were able to stop it and left from Fry to pick that one up before it went outside of the cones to be a ground rule double.
Nice job cutting that off and holding it just to a single. Grace Zimmerman steps into the box for her first at-bat. Take a look at what she did last game. She was pinch hit for at some point, or she came out, flew out to center, and then a sac fly to left field. And a nice play there out there from Fry. first inning. Or excuse me, that was back in the third or fourth inning. First game, I mean.
Yeah, she just barely got to that ball in that first game. She was able to make a nice play on it.
Squares the bunt, puts it down, but it's foul.
And that's what you expect, though, in a 1-0 game. Start off bad. Is got no outs right now. Let's try to get a runner into a scoring position at second.
Bolivar in the circle. Delivers the pitch. Swung on and belted left field and nearly caught by the fan. I think it was caught by the fan.
It sure was. Good job from him. I mean, he was laying down on the ground.
Chilling in his chair out there.
Yeah, he's just chilling. That ball came right to him and put two hands on it, tracked the whole way, and
that's how you
able to find it out. I mean, it's pretty impressive, honestly, to stay in your chair the whole entire time and didn't even get up.
Little flare, shallow center. It's going to get down for a base hit. Going station to station is Zaricki in first and second with nobody out here in the top of the second inning for the Vikings.
That's pretty. I mean, we were asking for what kind of response we're gonna see, and I think they've done a great job. This Viking squad has of. You had a little bit of adversity in that bottom of the first, but they've responded in a great way so far here in the second.
Grace Blanchard lays a bunt down, fielded by Bolivar onto first for the out. One away, and a really nice sacrifice bunt there to get runners on second and third with only one out. That is textbook offense right there. Get runners first and second, bunt them over second and third, and with one out, just about anything gets them home.
Yeah, Flores got a good task here. He's really hoping just to get this ball in play, really. You can't afford it as either a pop-out or a strikeout, because then you're sitting there having the advantage and you're taking it right away.
A little flare. It's going to get out of play behind the Bulldogs dugout.
We haven't seen this yet, but I wonder what happens if we have possibly Alstead being able to race over in time and catching one in the dugout. Is it ruled out of play?
I think.
I feel like it would be ruled out of play, but you never really know.
I think out of play was going to be the backstop extended all the way down. You see the screens here and kind of draw a line from there down. It's actually, the screens are on that gray line. I think it's used for lacrosse, so that would probably be like the fence line. If it goes out of that, it's out of play for both. Pitching, ground ball is shot. They're going home. That's a tag play, and she's safe. They tie it up. Runner caught up in between first and second. They let her have second. As Simpson tried to go home with the ground ball, it was a little not right at her, and especially being a tag play, I'm not sure if that was the right decision. Colesville had to put a tag on. It was close, but Vikings tie it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, her throw to home plate was just a little bit off. That's what caused that tag not to be able to be put on right away. And Cozell was there. I mean, she was right where she was supposed to be, but she had to go across her body to catch that ball and then try to lay down that tag. We're wishing that Simpson had the chance to maybe just lay that one as close as possible, but I think from what her angle was is that player would have probably gotten in the way then.
Yeah, it may have. You kind of see that where the runner will run like a step inside of the baseline on the field side just to kind of cut off that angle from the throw. Probably what she ended up doing. That's why the throw was just a little towards the first base side of the bag. But nonetheless, runners on second and third, still one out, top of the second inning. Glen Oaks, pop up, is going to stay in play. Colesville gets it before it hits the backstop, and she makes a nice catcher pop-up play to retire two down.
At first, I thought for sure that was coming towards us, but it stayed in play, and the ump doing a good job of just getting out of the way, too, because he was right where that ball was going to land and got out of the way. Cole's able to pick that one up for the second out, and now it feels a lot more comfortable for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, one pitch away despite still a lot of foot traffic out there on the bases. Second and third, two outs, but you got the 9-hitter up for the Vikings. Braylon Hernandez does have a .500 batting average and 16 at-bats. 4 runs and 8 hits for her on the year. And half the time she gets a hit, she scores. Well, maybe not necessarily the math, but
I mean, well,
essentially.
it's close enough. It's close enough for you.
You get the idea.
I'm not gonna question anything.
And we got a chance to put the Vikings up in this one. Ball misses up high. 3-0 the count on Hernandez.
They're really just hoping for a strike here for the Dogs. I don't expect really Hernandez to swing at anything.
The pitch right down the middle, called for a strike. 3-1 the count. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you walked her, because then you load the bases and you get a forced out at any base. But then if you do that, you bring up the top of the order. With Holland. It's Cassie Holland. Swung on fly ball, fouled towards us, but not quite. Hits the dome and goes around the perch here. And we had that early action in the first game. I was excited.
I really
get some more.
Yeah, I really thought. I mean, we still got some more innings to go.
6 innings left to go.
Yeah. So I'm really hoping that we're going to be able to have one of those moments where we catch a foul ball while announcing a game.
It's got to happen. Fly ball, deep left field, foul.
Got a little scared for a second that thing was going straight at our camera.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But it was high. It was high, and that ball was struck really well too.
That was pieced.
Yeah. So Hernandez doing a great job of making contact, especially when you got a full count going right now too.
Full count, 3-2. Runners on second and third, top of the second inning. The pitch. Swung on, fly ball, left center field, coming in, and making the catch is Cordy to retire the side. Bulldogs get out of a jam, and we'll head to the bottom of the second inning with things tied up 1-1 here at the Sweeby Indoor Athletic Center.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
You're good.
Back inside the Sweeby Indoor Athletic Center. Quick update from my friend Johnny here. USA leads Team Canada 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Anything interesting happen there? How we score? Okay. Oh, you're useless then. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Johnny.
I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated.
Thanks, Johnny.
Great event,
right.
that World Baseball Classic. I think World Baseball Classic is one of those great events, you know. And at first, I thought USA might have gotten eliminated at one point. It was getting a little scary. It was
close. Right?
Yeah, I wasn't really liking
the shocker to Team Italy. I mean,
yeah,
wow.
They got some, you know, the American Italians. That's what I call it basically. But man, they got some decent players there. A couple of Chicago White Sox prospects.
Are you a White Sox? I was going to ask you last time you had this crazy pull. You were like, oh, yeah, some prospect of the catcher from the White Sox always picks off these guys at third. I'm like, what in the world are you crazy? Are you a White Sox fan?
Sure am.
Why?
The south side is the right side, baby. From the yes, I am. South suburbs of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough.
And I also had the chance of working for the White Sox too.
Oh yeah.
Over the summer, which was fun in itself. We got to go to games and make some children's days, you know, working some batting cages and some other stuff while the games were going on. Got to witness a lot of fun games, and early getting retired was pretty cool. I got a nice little statue of that. It's pretty cool gig that I had there, and got a little bit more invested in those White Sox.
Oh, nice. Caitlin Fry up to bat right now in a 2-2 count. Bottom of the second inning. Fry playing left field in both games here.
Also had a feature on the mound too to end that first game.
Okay. That's right. You were talking about Fry. For some reason, I thought you were saying like you threw out the first pitch of the White Sox game. Fry sends a base hit into right field. They're going to try to throw it at first. Can't make the scoop. And she going to second. Catcher Flores throws it down. Head first slide. Safe. Boy, what a crazy turn of events there.
Yeah, that really was interesting. I mean, it was a smart play by the right fielder to try to throw her out, but the throw, unfortunately, was a little bit off the bag, and Viking first baseman not able to get to it and get a glove on it. And what should have been just a single, possibly even an out, turns into a nice leadoff double.
The Bulldogs catch a break. Leadoff player on. Kozel squares to bunt. It gets past the catcher, and they didn't go to third. Possibly they thought it was tipped, and that was exactly what happened. Because on second Fry, well, Coach Proboleski was questioning Fry why she didn't go to third, and she kind of motioned to her saying, I thought it was tipped. I mean, it looked like it could have been tipped because it was off the catcher's mitt. Kozel gets it down, throws it on to first. She's out in the sack bunt again, her third of the day. Gets Caitlin Fry over to third. The Bulldogs are in business.
I mean, that's just a team player right there. It's not great for the stat sheet necessarily. You're not getting all the hits in the world, but
doesn't hurt your stats either.
No, but you're making plays too to help out your team. That's the big thing, is you're getting your team into position where they can score, and that's exactly what you love to see out of a dog like her.
That's a team first mentality, and she's the catcher as well. You got to give it to her doing all the work here in today's game. Called strike on the 9-hitter, Hayden Cutler, the third baseman. Still rocking that popsicle bat and the batting gloves.
It's a pretty cool Easton twig that she's got right there.
So Fry on third, Cutler up to bat. Sawed off and hit foul down. She's down 0-2.
Able just to get the end of the bat on that one. Just barely. I mean, we've seen the speed from Dugan, but I think the Bulldogs are slowly getting adjusted to that as well. They had maybe the first at bat, but now that second one's pretty decent.
Fouled off again. She was late on it. Looking over to Coach Proboleski and saying, got to get your foot down. Down 0-2. Just looking to put a bat on it. Anything past the pitcher, as long as it's not to the corner, should score a run. There's a foul ball quickly off of the dome and down onto the track. Although if it's quickly at one of any of the infielders, I think they're good enough to field the ball and throw it home.
I mean, look at their formation right now. The middle of the field is wide open.
Yeah.
So if you get a ball that's going back to Dugan and she's not able to get to it, you're easily going in for another score.
And defending the corners. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. On a fastball up out of the zone, and Cutler hits the bench. Back to the top of the order now, and Elizabeth Grady.
That's going to be really nice for the Bulldogs to gain back their lead, especially with 2 outs. You're hoping that Grady can do something nice here for this Dog squad.
Pitch, Grady swung on, bouncer to first base. Fields it, steps onto the bag to retire the side. We go to the third. Score still tied 1-1 inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center. You're watching Bulldog Softball on ACTV.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Ready to explore your Adrian future? Scholarship Day lets admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. Register now at adrian.edu/admissions/visit-campus/scholarship-day. There's too many SHs in there, okay? Relax.
Dude, you got to say slash about a gazillion times.
Slash, and then admissions, slash, and then a short S, visit, dash.
Really need to switch up that ad read. That's what I'm hearing.
Slash, scholarship, dash. Jeez. It was on the screen. So ground ball to third. Cutler cuts it off on to first for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out, and here in the top of the third.
It's pretty straightforward. Played by Cutler, able just to get that one quickly, and I mean, simple as that. That ball was just hit basically right to her. It's all about just tacking the ball, picking it up, and throwing over to first.
I'll bring up Maddie Lewis. Swung on. Backhand play by the second baseman, and on to first for second out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. That was Evans made the play.
I mean, that was just rinse and repeat almost, in the sense of balls were hit exactly out where the players were standing, and it's still a nice play, though, by Evans to pick that one up on the backhand. She made it a lot simpler than what it actually is. Able to make that play really nice.
Got to think Dugan taken all the way. A huge momentum swing if you can go 3-pitch inning. It was taken all the way, and a good drop pitch down for ball 1.
I mean, especially for the Vikings, they feel like they were just out on that outfield, too, or in the field,
Exactly. Swung on. Backhanded, can't make the play. Was Simpson off of her glove, so reach on an error for Dugan. 2 outs, runner on first here for Glen Oaks.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for her. That thing just went right off the tip of her glove. And she was trying to make that backhand play just like Evans did the play before. But I think she already was starting to look out first and just took her eye off the ball.
Yeah, even the slightest imperfection when fielding the ground ball in softball can usually lead to a safe call at first. You got to be perfect. There's only 60 feet you got to run, so if you're not right on it, it's usually safe. Right down the line, foul. And that's a long walk for someone.
Oh, luckily, wow, what a great play. And the camera's not going to catch that up, but Lee was walking with the bag in her hand and everything, and she's full-on soccer stopped that ball, coming right at her kind of quickly.
And we're using the same ball. How about that?
Oh, man. Things you see on a Friday night. Once watching some softball.
in the dome.
In the dome.
Runner goes, fly ball, center field, going back on it, and it's over her head. And how are they going to rule this? No motion yet, and they're going to rule it a home run. So Zaricki goes deep for a 2-run shot, and the Vikings take the lead 3-1.
Well, we were wondering what type of ruling we were going to get on that, and finally we see a home run, especially in this long field, so that's really impressive, especially going right at deep center. I mean, that ball was absolutely crushed. So kudos to her. And all of a sudden, Adrian was up 1-0, but now they're down by 2 in a matter of minutes.
2 outs, top of the third inning. Swung on, fly ball, center field. Ranging over and making the catch is Cordy, and that's the end of the inning. But not before a 2-run home run from Courtney Zaricki puts the Vikings up 3-1. Glen Oaks leads it by 2 runs, heading to the bottom of the third.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Back inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center. A 2-run absolute bomb, as my partner said, from Courtney Zaricki. Her first home run on the year, the first home run for any Viking on the year.
I mean, she got a full barrel on that one, and I mean, right off the bat, I knew that thing was a lot deeper, I should say, than the center fielder was. So I thought for sure it possibly could have just went over her head, but instead called for a home run.
Monica Alstead swings and misses at the first one. Absolute heat coming from Audrey Dugan.
It's really interesting to see they're always looking at the wrist to see what pitch there's going to be thrown.
Swung on, and she's down 0-2. Yeah, the coach will call it out from just in the dugout there on the third base side. Calls out the play, or excuse me, calls out like 3 numbers, and they have the the wristband showing what pitch it is, probably what location as well. Called third strike, and the first strikeout looking for the Adrian College Bulldogs here tonight as Alstead goes down.
Yeah, she started kind of doing the softball method that I see a lot of when you start kind of like walking towards the base almost in a sense. It's kind of like a drag hit. I don't know for sure. I'm not too pristine on my softball knowledge, but either way, she started doing that method, but thought for sure that was going to be a ball, but the ump said otherwise.
Ball one outside to Gianna Evans, who started the rally, or rather led things. I think I started the rally out in the first inning with the single, the 2-out rally. Single came around to score on the RBI single from Greer Simpson. Gave the Bulldogs the 1-0 lead at the time. And now they trail it 3-1 off the home run from Zaricki. Dugan delivers just outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 games here Friday night, originally scheduled for tomorrow, but due to the weather and I'd say facility space, they decided to move it inside here on the Friday night for Adrian College. Check swing, no call. Are they gonna? They're gonna appeal, and she did go. I thought it was a strike anyway, especially considering this umpire zone. But after this is a bit of a setup series for the Bulldogs. They got 3 really big conference games coming up this Sunday at home against the University of Michigan, where they currently sit 1 game back of in the standings. Sliced foul through the goal net. In their conference standings, I want to know what conference this is. Let me go back here. The Great Lakes East, which is a fairly stacked conference. You got Michigan State in the lead at 7-2. Grand Valley at 8-4. Sliced down the line, foul again. Then Michigan at 4-2. Adrian College 3-3. Bowling Green 1-5. Central Michigan 1-8. This is an Adrian College team that went to the regional playoffs last year. They were competed there, so they either won the conference or were in an at-large bid. But I mean, this is a tough conference. You got Michigan State, Grand Valley, and Michigan, all really good teams. And when you're competing there, Bulldogs sitting at 5-6 overall. They played this Glen Oaks team back in September as well. So kind of a get-ready series before they see Michigan on Sunday.
Yeah, I was talking to Caitlin in between the 2 games, and she was like, hey, we're fine. You know, last fall we lost against this team 17-10. And we literally came back after that game, felt demoralized, but we won 3-2 the following one. So we're just trying to get our footing right now.
A little dribbler towards second base, and it's a base hit for Evans. Boy, that second baseman was playing so far to the first base line that would look like it probably should have been a routine play, a routine 4-3 putout, but instead it's going to go down as a single for Evans.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of how they're structured and how they're set up. And you just got to aim for the middle of the field basically when you're trying to hit.
Strike 1 on the outer half against Greer Simpson, who's got an RBI single here today.
Yeah, I wonder when Evans is going to steal. She's looking like she wants to right now.
Simpson at the dish, ball high, 1-1 the count. Back pick over at first from the pitcher, and there easily is Evans.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to steal, especially with the speed coming from Dugan, too. So
up and away, doesn't get the call, 2-1.
You can see they're throwing no off-speed pitches right now. It's all been heaters, just trying to keep her at first.
And I think Simpson might be more of an off-speed hitter as well. She pulled the last ball to left field. That's how they got the RBI, and it was probably an off-speed pitch. Swing and a miss. Thought about a back pick. She's slowly going off, and then he throws the second just to keep her at first. A bit of an awkward play there as Evans off the bag. I thought for sure she was going to get out. She was standing in no man's land.
They were playing a little bit of cat and mouse. I think she was almost inviting them to throw it to first so she can possibly get to second using her speed. I don't know.
I think that's exactly what was going to happen. Ball up and away. I think if you're the catcher at that point, Flores, what they always teach you is just to run at the runner. I mean, if she runs at her about 5 more steps, forces her to make a decision, you could probably get an out.
Yeah, especially as a runner, you're probably a little bit spooked by a catcher running full at you.
Ground ball, second base, and under her glove. But a head first slide in the second, goes station to station, does Evans, and first and second, 1 out here for Robertson coming up.
That's pretty big from them to be able to get that error. When you got runners on first and second, great opportunity here, especially with 0 outs, to find yourself back into this game.
Squares the bunt, gets away from the catcher, and Evans goes to third, Simpson to second, and now the Bulldogs really are in business. 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, there's no need now to bunt either. You got full range now to go bombs away, and I mean a hit into the outfield, you can easily tie up this game right away.
The pitch from Dugan. Just below the knees, doesn't get the call. Down 2-0. Robertson stands from the left side. Got that lead foot right up against the plate. Pitch in there for a strike.
I don't think Dugan wants to test an inside pitch because you're trying to get an out. First thing you could do is hit the batter. Now you're in a situation with bases loaded and 0 outs.
Pitch outer half, called for a strike. I got 1 out. Alstead struck out at the beginning of the inning.
You're right. My bad. A little bit distracted sometimes up here. Everything going on.
Give you the benefit of the doubt. You're doing a lot of work there. Ball up high. Count is run full on the Bulldog right fielder. Payoff pitch from Audrey Dugan. Lines in, delivers. Just a bit up high, and the bases are loaded.
We're going to get a mound visit right now. Got Husband warming up over on the left side.
Yeah, Maddie Hosbein is done warming up, starting to walk in. Going to see if she's going to come in, or maybe the mound visit would just to give her a little bit more time to warm up. Looks like she's ready if they need her. Doesn't look like they're going to sub her out at this point. It's a little bit of a prolonged meeting at the mound. And as the coach walks away, Bulldogs are threatening. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. With Isabella Cordy due up.
What you really want is, if you're a Viking, is either a strikeout or possibly getting a double playoff. But with the positioning that they're in, they're so tucked inside that I think the only thing they're worried about is trying to get the out at home.
I think if they're going to get a double play, it's going to be a force at home and then throw to 1. First pitch is low, 1-0 the count. They're going to hope for a ground ball to any one of the infielders, go home, get the force out at home, and throw it to first to get a double play.
What Courtney needs to do is just get full power, get the whole barrel on the ball.
Ball inside, gets away from the catcher. Here comes Evans. Slide in, and she's safe. The head first slide from Gianna Evans cuts the Bulldogs' deficit in half. And now, second and third with still only 1 out.
It's a huge play. Evans getting in there just in time. I mean, I think Flores got a little bit shaken up by that ball. as he's getting a little bit of talk to right now. As it was kind of low, and she almost tried to play it with her other hand, and her glove flew off. I don't know what was going on with that, but by the time she was able to corral that ball and toss it over to Dugan to try to get that out, it was just obviously not in time. And we talked about in the first game that we didn't really expect a runner from third going home after a pass ball, but Evans took up to that task and found a way with the speed to get in there to cut that lead in half.
Yeah, a really good jump there from Gianna Evans, and she was not afraid to test things out there on the bases. As soon as that ball got past the catcher, she was off to the races with the head first slide. It was a bang-bang play at home. Could have went either way, but she slid the hand in, and I'm not sure if we're on the dirt outside, if she's willing to go a head first slide like that. Squares the button, gets it down, and it's foul. Goes behind her.
Yeah, that one just goes right off the plate, makeshift plate, I should say, and mounts my pass. Talking to Coach Kalen to figure out exactly what she wants for Cordy to do.
The pitch from Dugan. Cordy squares again, bunts, and it's foul. And now with 2 strikes, you can't imagine she's going to bunt again.
No, especially with following off the first 2.
Two and 2 the count, 1 away. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Bulldogs have runners on 2nd and 3rd. Pitch from Dugan. Swing and a miss. Struck her out on the changeup. Walking back to the dugout is Cordy.
It's a good pitch. Seeing the Bulldogs, especially in that first game, struggle with those pitches up high. They were swinging away. And I mean, at one point, Brinks had 7 Ks in a row just because she was throwing up high on him. So I think if Dugan wants to climb himself back into this one and maybe get another inning in, she's going to have to start throwing those high pitches.
Dugan misses outside on the first one to Caitlin Fry, left fielder for the Bulldogs today. Singled back in the second. And advanced on air by the right fielder after they tried to nail her out at first. So second at bat in as many innings for Caitlin. In a big spot here, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Bulldogs trail by 1. Taken all the way, takes for a strike right down the middle. 2-1 the count.
This dugout is a lot more fiery than what we saw in that first game. They're getting their chance on and everything.
They're all over it, man.
Give some credit to them bringing this energy in that second game.
Ball just a bit outside. 3-1 the count with Sarah Kozel waiting on deck. Roger Dugan delivers. Foul ball behind. And the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning.
It's good for Dugan to climb back into this count, being down early, especially with the circumstances here in the 3rd.
Payoff pitch. Swung on chopper down the line. Foul ball. Just past our camera stand there.
One of these times it's going to get a little bit too scary and actually hit it. And then we're going to be scrambling for a little bit. We might have to turn into radio instead of video.
I think it could survive a hit if it rolls there, but on the fly, I don't know. 3-2, fouled off again. Staying alive is Caitlin Fry.
Doing a great job of, if it gets anywhere close to that strike zone, she's swinging at it and making contact. That's all you can ask really in a 3-2 count.
Just can't get rid of her. Dugan winds, kicks, ball 4 up high, and they're loaded.
Let's put Kozel in a great spot now. And I wonder if they're going to keep Dugan out for now. But has been warming up and now she's just sitting and kind of waiting for her name to get called.
Yeah, really surprised at that. I mean, they had that mound visit earlier in this inning. Coles would take strike one. Had the mound visit earlier in the inning. Hosbein was warming up, came in, said she was done, or maybe they told her to sit down. But, I mean, if Colesville can get a hit here, Bulldogs tie this thing up or take the lead, it might be the end of the line for Dugan. Ball up high, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, this would be huge for Dugan to get out of this jam.
Bases loaded. Bottom of the third inning. Sarah Colesville up to bat. Saw it off. Down to 2 strikes now, 1 ball. You're still getting hype, Ackerman.
I know they are. Just wasn't expecting really the barks.
Oh, they are the Dogs. Dugan's pitch. Colesville foul tips and stays alive.
See, that's what I was talking about, that high riser. Gets the Dogs swinging, but good for Colesville just to make some contact with that.
Deep breath, steps into the box. Delivery from Dugan. Chopper and foul over to the right side.
Keeps on fighting. That's what we saw Fry do, and she was able to get that ball 4.
Dugan in the circle. Colesville awaits. The pitch. Up high. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the third inning. A big spot here in game 2 of the doubleheader, in which Glen Oaks took game 1 3-2.
A big struggle for the Dogs was leading bases stranded. I mean, they had chances.
Ground ball past the pitcher to second base, and they're not going to get it out anywhere. Colesville beats out the infield single, run scores, and the Bulldogs have tied things at 3.
I mean, again, the struggle for the Vikings is that second baseman being so far from the middle. I mean, that ball went right past Dugan, and if she was standing in her normal spot, she would have been able to pick that one up, maybe a play at second, even a tag that runner that's now at second. But instead, she gets it to it late, and there's no play available, and the Dogs tie this one up, still hunting away.
Still threatening, bringing up to the 9-hitter, Hayden Cutler, who struck out back in the second. Now in the third, a big spot, bases loaded. 2 outs, tie ball game. The pitch from Dugan. Ball up high. Really surprised they're still letting her out there right now.
I think they're just trying to save. Maybe. I mean, you got to think about it. It's only the third inning, too. So
makes a strike at the bottom of the zone. One and one to count on the Bulldog third baseman. Here comes Dugan. Chopper to the second baseman, on to first for the out, with the Bulldogs strike for 2 runs to tie things up at 3 apiece. We head to the 4th inning. You're watching Bulldog softball on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Back inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center. Bulldogs just tied up the game at 3 apiece. Back in the bottom of the third, a lot of foot traffic, and they batted around there, or almost batted around in the inning. Started with Alstead's strikeout, and then a single from Evans, a reach on an error from Simpson, a walk from Robertson, strikeout from Cordy, Fry with the walk, Colza with the single, and then Cutler grounds out to second to end the inning. Not sure what we're waiting on here. Maybe just a little getting ready. Throws it down, and we're ready to begin play again. Top of the fourth inning. Looks like it'll be Blanchard to lead it off. Grace Blanchard, batting 200 on the season. 25 played at bats.
And they were able to respond well off of that one-run first inning from the Bulldogs for the Vikings. This was a beautiful pitch right there.
Yeah, off speed. Just came in across the top of the zone. 0-1 the count. This is a Glen Oaks team. I checked their record again. I think they were. Did you have what they were? I counted right here. 2 losses to Danville Area Community College. Beat Shawnee Community College, and then 2 more wins against Delta and Shawnee. Again, they lost to Lewisburg College. Roped in the left field and gets past the left fielder, so it's going to be an automatic double for Grace Blanchard. It gets the leadoff runner on here for the Vikings in the fourth.
That ball was beautifully hit, and again, up through the gap. We've seen most of the time it being hit through that center and right field gap, but this time it goes the other way and right on basically the Bulldog logo. I just can't really see it on the stream, but it's nicely well done by her.
Squares the bunt, and rather nearly goes, and retreats back to second. I got the Vikings at 4-4 on the year, just coming off their trip down to Myrtle Beach. And 4 games that were just canceled last weekend against Alpena Community College. Coming up tomorrow, they'll be at Oakland Community College. And then on Friday the 20th at Kalamazoo Valley Community College before returning home on the 21st to face Lake Michigan College.
Fortunate for them that they missed out on that Myrtle Beach trip. Unless that's what they were doing before.
They were there.
Oh, okay. So that's fun for them.
Ball gets away from Kozel, and Blanchard goes to third. And now with no one out, Vikings have a runner on third, 60 feet away from taking the lead back.
Yeah, and 1 pitch away from having runners on the corner, the 3-0 count, too.
Pitch just misses, and that looked like the same pitch as the first pitch of the inning. Ball 4, now runners on the corners, and the first mound visit, and it's already going to draw in a pitching change and a lot of defensive substitutions here for the Bulldogs. We'll get you updated when we're back. Pitching change inside the dome. You're watching Bulldog Softball on ACTV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself. Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
It's Caitlin Fry back inside the circle for the Bulldogs. She was the relief pitcher back in game 1 of the doubleheader. And she relieves duties here. And back into the game is Elizabeth Grady. As a designated player, enters into second base. That sends Simpson out to left. And at the plate, number 24, Hannah Brinks has had one heck of a day. Fly ball, shallow center field, running in and making the catch, tagging from third. Here comes the throw, though she's not going to do it. And the Vikings take the lead 4-3 on a sac fly from Hannah Brinks.
I really expected that cutoff throw to be a relay instead, because I think there was a decent chance that that throw could have been in there in time and Kozel having a chance of making a play. But instead, elected not to do anything was Evans, so that's what it is.
Fly ball left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is foul. Second time she's done that. Hernandez, again, just gets around it a little bit and hit on the white sidewalk, or excuse me, side line of the football field.
Yeah, she got all barreled there. That was a perfect situation there. But just unfortunate, just a little bit too early.
Hernandez takes a ball inside, 1-1 to count. She flied out to center to end the second inning in her last at bat. Pitch up and just misses a little high from Fry. 2-1. Top of the fourth inning, one away. Runners on first. That is Flores, who drew the walk. There's 2 batters to go. Pitch just misses outside, and now 3-1. In danger of losing her now is Fry.
I mean, she just pitched no less than 2 hours ago, so probably a little bit tired.
Chopper to third into the dugout area of the Vikings, and count runs full.
And a new softball. I've noticed that the softball doesn't get changed out as much as a baseball does. I think this might be the first change.
We have pitch from Fry. Base hit in the left field. Flores was going on the pitch, but she just advances to second. And first and second with only 1 out here. Top of the fourth inning. Vikings threatening.
It's a good strike right up the middle, but a good play by Cordy too in center field to track that ball down and not let her get past her to allow no extra bases out of that hit.
The delivery from Fry. Squares the bunt, gets it down the line, dodges it as she goes, picks it up in fair territory, and now the bases are loaded.
I wonder if there's a possibility that Color could have just left that ball be and it could have possibly went foul, because it was right on that line. And we got a great vantage point here where it's that white line and that thing was right on it. So just a couple more inches to the right into the end zone, and that could have been foul.
It was close, and that thing was dying quick. I'm not sure if it would have got completely over the line, especially with a bit of a longer turf here, and no wind or anything to kind of help it out. Fly ball, shallow center field, underneath the catch. Runner tags from third, comes home. The catch and safe at home. All the runners advance an extra 60 feet. And the Vikings extend the lead 5-3 here in the top of the fourth inning.
Yeah, a couple of a beautifully struck ball. Turns out just to be a sac fly, but that's exactly what you need with the situation at hand, and especially with all the runners being advanced. Instead of that throw being a cutoff throw that maybe gets that first baseman to stay a little bit shallow.
Making the catch in right field was Robertson to end the inning. Well, Bulldogs escape, but not before the Vikings put 2 more up on the board. The first 2 batters to start the inning in the fourth was Blanchero and Flores. Each score, and we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Vikings lead 5-3.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Back inside the Sweeby Indoor Athletic Center. Waiting to catch her Flores to get back out. She ended the top half of the fourth inning on the bases. Well, I suppose in softball you don't need a whole lot of pitches to warm up. Probably just one to go down and you're good.
That's what I would assume, and I think Dugan's going to stay on the mound.
Yeah, it is still Dugan. Going to ask for a new ball, though.
It's interesting that she stays in. I mean, a credit to her, she can throw it really fast, too, and I bet you she's not that tired. But she was in a little bit of a pickle the last couple of innings. So Bulldogs want to maybe attack that, too. Kind of that psych level of things where you just had an inning where you let up 2 runs and luckily got out of a bases loaded situation as well. So hopefully Grady can make a difference here.
Yeah, 5 out of the 9. Grady sends a line drive, base hit in the left field. She's going to hold on. Oh, she's going for a second. Throw comes in. Save! A hustle double on a potential error out in left center field. And the leadoff runner is on for the Bulldogs in the 4th.
Yeah, that was strictly because the left fielder actually overran that ball. It dropped down, and she, instead of going for to catch it with her glove on the bounce, she overran it and tried to get it with her bare hand instead, not able to get it to it, and that's what added that extra base on to Grady's run.
So here's Alstead, squares the bunt, pulls back, and it'll go in the books as a ball. Let's say 5 out of the 9 batters that came up, or 5 out of the 8 batters that came up in the 3rd inning reached base. Single from Evans, reach on an air from Simpson. Slashes that one into foul territory, heading up towards the bleachers there. One fan got out of the way, and I think they're all right over there.
Well, let's hope. I mean, you know, some people ask for fight or flight situations. Girl in the blue sweatshirt, full flight, as she saw that ball go right for her, and she immediately ran out of the way. So, got out of the way. That's all that matters.
You know, at least she was paying attention, right?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
They're sitting there, maybe on their phone, not really paying attention, and you get smoked with a ball, or nearly do. At least she's watching the game, and you know, sees the ball coming and just gets out of the way.
It's a good point. Good point.
Alstead at the plate, 2 strikes, slaps it down the line. Foul ball. Right, no signal from the home plate umpire, but I suppose it's pretty easy to tell if it's fair or foul. If it lands on the white, it's foul.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If it lands in the green, it's fair.
The same thing for the other side, too. Yeah. Green is fair, black is foul.
Here's the pitch from Dugan. Slaps, line drive caught by the shortstop. And 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think that's kind of the downside of doing that, like, kind of step-through swing, is that you don't really get any power on it, and you're a little bit late most of the time, too. So she went oppo, but it was more of a pop-out than a line-out in my eyes because of the speed of that ball and the exit velocity.
Well, here's Gianna Evans, the current shortstop for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss at the first one, stepped out a little bit. Although we're kind of wondering here, down the first base line, the goal line, the white, is probably the foul line. So if it hits that, it's fair. But going down the left field line, the fair foul line has got to be the green, right? If it hits the sideline of the white, that would be foul. But if it's the green, it's fair.
I would agree with you.
Ball gets away from the catcher, going to third. Throw down from Flores. Safe. And she gets in there. That's Grady. Gets to third on the pass ball.
And all of a sudden, again, Bulldogs threatening. They need to do, especially down by 2. This is a little bit more. Saw kind of a pitcher's duel in the first game. This game is more of a little bit of a bombs away situation, just score as many runs as possible.
And a little bit of a small ball scenario too. Not a whole lot of extra base hits, but just kind of advancing those runs. You know, the sack bunts and the sack flies. They're really taking to the extra base. We saw it when I believe it was Evans who scored on the pass ball, even though, you know, very unlikely and very rare to see a runner score from third on a pass ball on this small of a backstop.
That's a good point. Especially with only being like 3 feet away.
Pitch from Dugan and a protect swing there from Evans. Keeps it alive. Evans has scored 2 runs in today's game. Got 2 for 2, 2 singles. Dangerous on the base paths. This would be a big out if Dugan can get her out here. Wouldn't have to face her again till at minimum the 7th, but Bulldogs hoping she gets up a little earlier than that. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the Adrian College shortstop, Gianna Evans. Second at bat in as many innings. Waiting behind her is Greer Simpson. Fly ball popped in the infield, caught by the shortstop, and holds the runner at third. 2 away here, bottom of the 4th inning.
It's unfortunate because that ball was just not hit far enough where Grady could go coming from third, and it's good play by the shortstop just to pick that one up and immediately look to make sure you kind of just face off and play a little bit of mind games with Grady to make sure she doesn't go.
Ball inside, gets away, but Grady decides not to test it, being down 2 runs. Stays at third with 2 away here, bottom of the 4th inning. Greer Simpson, the left fielder now for the Bulldogs, looking to put that run. Here's Simpson. Takes a strike down the middle. 1-1 the count. Dugan still out there, despite a bit of an awkward start. I mean, you had the catcher incident where they had to sub out in a mound visit and whatever else happened. Ball inside, 2-1. Simpson in a good hitter's count now.
Just putting himself in a good situation here as Dugan's fixing the mound.
Pitch from Audrey Dugan. Takes just up high. Boy, that one looked pretty good.
We saw at the beginning of the second game a little bit of a wider strike zone, but now it seemed to shorten up a little bit more.
I'm squeezing her a little bit. Robertson waits on deck. Dugan's pitch fouled off by Simpson. Three-two, 2 outs, runner on third. Bottom of the 4th inning. Audrey Dugan has pitched a lot of pitches here up to this point. Simpson awaits the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Got her with the off speed. And the Vikings escape the jam. They'll go to the top of the 5th inning, still with the lead, 5-3. You're watching Bulldogs softball on ACT.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Don't miss Chase Matthew live at Adrian College on Saturday, March 21st at 7 p.m. for our spring concert. It's free for all Adrian College students, and tickets are available now at adriancollege.hometownticketing.com. AdrianCollegeTV.com. That's March 21st. Chase Matthew at Adrian College. We're holding it down.
It's a huge thing for the Vikings to be able to get out of that inning and just hold that 2-run lead, especially with the relentlessness of this Bulldog squad and the energy that they've brought into this second game too. It's been pretty impressive what these Vikings have been able to do throughout this whole entire night.
Yeah, and if they can get a couple of insurance runs here, I mean, this will be at least the second, and probably actually the third time around that you've seen Caitlin Fry out there in the circle. Got to think you like your chances to get a hit off or string something together. You're up 2 right now, so you got a little room to work with, and there is a start. A hit by a pitch.
Yeah, that one just
Ricky
hit right off of her foot, what it seemed like.
I'm going to wait to pin it in because umpire says no, it did not hit her.
Oh, wow. I mean,
1 ball, no strikes.
Very interesting. I feel like as a batter you would know if you got hit or not. So
maybe you're trying to sell it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
See if the ball lies. Base hit up the middle. And she cuts it off, but will she go for 2? No, she holds up at 1. A really nice play there in center from Cordy to cut that thing off before it can get to the track and be an automatic double.
Well, I guess that ball does not lie. As she made it to first anyways, but I guess it's a better thing for her stat sheet with that single. I mean, Zerke's already got that 2-run shot that we saw earlier in this second game, and one ball belted out to center.
Base it down the left field line. Going first to third, and it's going to get out of play, and they're going to rule this a ground rule double. And that is a huge break for the Bulldogs because that was easily, Zerke was going to come around to score, and maybe even Zimmerman get to third on that.
Oh, for sure. Especially in that first game, the Bulldogs were able to keep everything just as a ground rule double, getting away with a lot of things, and I think that's the first time in this second game where the ground rule double has really helped them out too, because if that's a regular field, that thing's going straight into the corner, and you're digging by the fence, really hurting yourself.
Ball 1, top of the 5th. Nobody out, and the Vikings threatening. Second and third with Grace Blanchard up to bat. There's a sack bunt and a double. Foul tipped into the glove. Caitlin Fry still into the circle there. Wind in the pitch. Sliced in the right field. Foul ball. Long walk, and I think our friend Johnny is going to get it.
Hey, he wasn't too happy getting up from his chair to go get that ball.
He just came over here to ask what inning it was. I thought he was going to give us another score update on the USA.
Yeah. Instead, he's just wondering what else, how longer he's got to stay here, I guess.
Ball up high. Things starting to fall apart here for the Bulldogs. They got to reel it in. Vikings looking to break things open. Here's the pitch from Fry. Ball up high again. And Blanchard. Good and a full count now.
This would be nice for Fry to get this out.
Caitlin Fry adjusts the mound, and now she's ready to deliver. The pitch. Swung on, up the middle, caught, and throws on to first for the out. My goodness, what a play.
That was a scary one nonetheless. Make sure she's all right. I think that one went off of her foot maybe?
I thought it hit her right in the glove.
I think you might be right. I mean, either way.
Run scores, yeah.
It's a score nonetheless, but a situation where I'm just happy that everyone's okay, because that's always scary. I mean, you got a comebacker coming right at you. It's good on Fry to react fast enough to get her glove to block it. And she seems like fine, and we're moving on to the next batter after that.
Well, it's a dangerous one in that. Elizabeth Flores, 261 hitter on the year. Reached on a fielder's choice and grounds one to short. Ranging over and making the play. Over there is Evans. Run does score. And the Vikings now extend the lead 7-3.
Yeah, you get a couple of ground outs, but from what it was on third, the runner scores on the decisions because, I mean, either way, Dogs are happy to get those outs, but unfortunately just gets them deeper into a hole.
And they're really piecing it up well. Plays it off a hop. Does the center fielder and Cordy. And a base hit for Brinks. Her first hit of the day. Or excuse me, first hit of the game, I should say.
Yeah, she was able to belt a few balls in that first game while also dealing on the mound as well. She's going to get pitch run for.
It'll be number 12, Paige Davis, coming off the bench. Brinks head to the bench, all smiles. On a job well done, both on the mound, or excuse me, in the circle in the first game and at the plate, both in the first game and in the second as well. So here's Hernandez, 9-hitter, off the end of the bat. Over to Evans, goes to second for the fielder's choice and gets the out. Third out of the inning, and not before Glen Oaks Community College strikes for two more. The 6th and 7th runs of the game for them. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Glen Oaks leads it 7-3.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Bottom of the 5th inning, and Courtney Robertson is due up. Bulldogs trail 7-3 here in Game 2 of the doubleheader, where Glen Oaks Community College took Game 1 by a score of 3-2. Robertson so far today has been on base both times due to a walk, so she's 0 for 0.
Pretty solid.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Yep.
If I can get on base. We got a new pitcher now. It'll be number 5, Maddie Hosbein. So she was warming up, and now she's coming in.
It's good to see her in because we saw her warm up for a little bit, and then we thought she was going to go in, and then nope. No, she's not. She's sitting on the bench for a little bit, but finally she's able to come in relief and trying to close this game out in the next couple of innings.
Robertson steps up, like I said, 0 for 0, 2 walks. Bottom of the 5th inning. Got to get something going here for the Bulldogs. Down 4 runs with 9 outs to play with. First pitch, off speed, in there for a strike on the Bulldog right fielder.
It's a good pitch to start off, too, especially coming in. Sometimes their first pitch can be a little bit more wild.
Swung on, chopped to first baseman, and Robertson only got about halfway down the line before she's retired for the first out of the inning.
Yeah. Brinks does a good job of just being able to track that ball down, and I mean, she had maybe a couple of steps to take in order to get to that bag. So unfortunate for Roberts just to find probably the one spot where you really don't want to go.
Slow off-speed pitch on that one. It's the pinch hitter. That's number 1, Elaine Gordon. Off the bench for the Bulldogs. Speeds it up and evens things up at 1-1.
Yeah, that first one was almost a little bit confusing, I think, for her because she's expecting something a little bit faster for an off-speed, and instead it's just really slow.
Chopper up the middle over the pitcher's end. Diving, make the play shortstop, but can't get a throw off. And Gordon reaches first. I'll give her the infield single on that one for sure.
Yeah, Blanchard makes a nice play to be able to pick up the ball, but again, since these bags are just so short in length, it's only 60 feet to get to it. By the time she's able to turn around and pick up her head, runner's already there at first.
Now bring up Caitlin Fry. Still pitching for the Bulldogs. Take strike one in the outer half. Fry today has had a single in the second. Got the second on an error by the right fielder. And walked in the third. Ball low. 1-1.
Bad for this situation of having to fix the mound constantly, or the circle, one might say.
Like a strip, a pitching strip, I guess you could call it.
It's good terminology for it.
Fry in the box now. A delivery. Swung on, chopper short. 6-4, and can't get the third. A fielder's choice there for Fry. Nails Gordon at second. And 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th inning.
They were hoping to get that double play, but fortunately the second baseman kind of just took too far of a step off of that bag. So by the time she was able to turn her hips and throw that ball, Fry was already there. It seems like she's going to get pinch run for, I should say.
Sarah Kozel steps up to the dish. Sack bunt back in the second, and a single in the third. Takes an off speed for a strike at the letters. Maddie Hosbein, 5.56 ERA in 11 in the third innings. Swung on, foul ball. Must have hit her before she exited the box.
That's exactly what happened. She hit it straight down, and it came back right at her and hit her in the arm.
0-2 to the Bulldog catcher. Here comes the pitch from Hosbein. Chopper to third, plays on hop, and over to first for the third out of the inning. Bulldogs go down quietly in the 5th, and we head to the top of the 6th. Glen Oaks still leads it 7-3. You're watching Bulldog softball on ACTV.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Back inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center. Glen Oaks Community College still leads it by a score 7-3 here, top of the 6th.
Some decent music playing right now.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, one thing that I think they've done really well so far here is the music choices. Now their walk-up songs are pretty great. Yeah, I'm enjoying the tracks.
Vibing out, man. It's a vibe. Just
a
waiting
vibe
for
on a Friday night.
I'm trying to get one more foul ball up here, man. Can we just?
Yeah, we haven't
one?
seen a
Come
foul
on.
ball up here in forever.
I think we were just lucky to get that first one in the first game. It's not really that, that it happens where it's a foul ball straight back. I mean, we've had several more foul balls. Base hit up the middle. from the newly entered number 11, Cassie Holland. That's not newly entered. She's been the top of the order every time. I'm going to turn my lineup sheet over.
Yeah, she's been leading off for the Vikings and doing a good job so far today, and she adds on to that. The nice single off the first pitch, too.
Third single of the game for her. Squares the bunt, and it's a good one. Back to the pitcher, over to first. Called her out.
That one was a close one, to say the least. But Fry doing a good job of tracking that one down, being able to pick that one up and quickly getting out of her glove to the first base. Get that out.
And that brings up Dugan. Starting pitcher for the Vikings here today. Swings at the first pitch, laced into left field, got down, and it's going to be called an automatic double for Audrey Dugan.
It's an RBI double, 2 at that. As Holland scores because of that ground rule double. So Dogs now down by 5. 8-3.
Really extending the lead here for the Vikings. Dugan's first hit of the game. Flew out back in the first, reached on an error in the third, and flew out in the fourth. That'll bring up Zaricki, who has the only home run on the day, back in the third. Pitch from Fry, sends a high fly ball left field, but ranging in is Simpson. Caught, and they're going to center to third. Nope, holds her up. And then the ball gets away, and she will get to third.
It's a little bit unfortunate. Thought for sure that if she was going to go, that should have been called out. But instead, Cutler just not able to take in the hop from that ball from Simpson.
I'm calling that an E5. From a hitter's perspective, you like to give it a sack, but it was not a sack fly. Fly ball, right field, drops in for a base hit and an RBI single for the Vikings. Grace Zimmerman extends the lead 9-3.
We've seen a lot of swinging at first pitches in this inning. I don't think I've had to mark any balls or strikes so far.
Makes your job easier.
Yeah, unless I just straight up missed one, which, I mean, that's possible.
Swinging at the first pitch again, right back at the pitcher, off of her glove. Throw on to first, and safe.
Another comebacker, unfortunately, for Fry, as she's going to get a mound visit. And it looks like it's going to be a change of a pitcher, maybe?
And I think you could also kind of as a medical mound visit. I mean, the comebacker, but Fry is heading out back to left field, so it looks like we have another pitching change. I think it's going to be Elizabeth Grady going back to the circle, so we'll let her get a couple of warm-up throws. We'll step aside for a quick 30 seconds. We'll be right back after this.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Back inside the dome, and it is Elizabeth Grady back out into the circle. Her second appearance of the day. Started game one of the doubleheader. And did a really nice job. Only let up, I don't even know if she let up all 3 runs. Maybe it was Fry that came in.
I'm not quite sure, but either way, she was able to duel Brinks pretty well in that first game. But see how she does in relief. Basically just here to stop the bleeding from the Dogs, as this game is almost out of hand, but you never know. Dogs can fight pretty well. Claw themselves back into this one, possibly.
Now it'll be Elizabeth versus Elizabeth. Flores up at the plate. Her third at bat in as many innings. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second and a walk in the fourth. First pitch a little low, 1-0.
Getting told by some Viking teammates to swing at the bat.
Pitch swung on and missed. Evens things up 1-1. Runners on first and second, 1 out, top of the 6th inning. Glen Oaks leads it 9-3 over Adrian College. Swinging the pitch, past shortstop Simpson, made the play over to third, but she couldn't hang on to it. And now they're all loaded up.
It's a tough situation for Simpson there at shortstop, where she gets it originally, but as she's transferring from the glove to the hand, she just loses a little bit of the grip on it, and all of a sudden, instead of a nice out on third, bases are loaded.
And I think as well, a little low of a throw over to Cutler there at third. If that's a decent throw at the chest, I think it probably gets her. She's able to secure that pretty easily, but being the low throw, kind of had to try to pick it off the ground or one of those in-between hops. Just couldn't hang on to it. So bases are loaded now for who else? Hannah Brinks, player of the day so far. Just misses on an outside pitch. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the 6th inning, bases loaded. Brinks takes inside. Inside again. And Grady's starting to lose it. It's got to be difficult to pitch for probably about 60 to 80 pitches in the first game and then take a break for about 90 minutes. Swing base hit up the middle, right over second base. 1 run will score. Coming around second is Blanchard, and she'll score in double digits for the Vikings. 11-3 here in the top of the 6th.
It's another well-struck ball, and Brinks is just having herself a day, really. And it's been impressive from her on all sides of the ball, both sides. And nice little RBI single as we get a pinch hitter in.
Brooklyn Roots came in to pitch there in the – she started the second game, right?
She came in relief in the first.
First game, okay.
The first game
That's right,
she came in relief.
Dugan started the second game.
Yes.
Relief in the first game. Takes a ball inside. Runners on first and second. That's Brinks and Flores. And Root up to bat in place of Hernandez. Finishes 1 for 3 on the day. Strike on the outside corner. Climbing back into it, 2-1. Pitch from Grady. Swung on and belted. High drive, left field, and she's right underneath it. And that's going to be a third out of the inning, end of the top of the 6th. Not before a plethora of runs, 4 runs in the inning for the Vikings. They lead it now 11-3. Bulldogs got 6 outs to work with. Got to get some offense going. We'll be right back on Adrian College Television.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Back inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center, not facility, the Dome.
The Dome.
The Dome. Bulldogs find themselves in a big hole here, 11-3. Bottom of the 6th inning, and coming up is number 6 in Hayden Cutler, the third baseman. Look back at her first game. Only 1 for 3 in the first game with 2 strikeouts. 0 for 2 in this game with 1 strikeout. A little struggle at the plate despite being one of the better hitters in the lineup. Played it on a short hop in a beautiful play over there from the shortstop from the Vikings. That was number 17, Grace Blanchard.
Another first pitch seen, first swing, a quick out. Blanchard able to play that one correctly because you might think that you were just going to pick that one up. But instead, plays the hop nicely into the glove, and before Cutler can get over to first base, throws her out.
Brings up Elizabeth Grady, the current pitcher for the Bulldogs. Takes a looper in there for a strike. 1-1 to count. Bottom of the 6th, 1 down. Back to the top of the order. Grady's 4th at-bat of the day. Takes up and away. He's 1 for 3 thus far. Ground out in the first, ground out in the third, both to the right side, and had a single back in the 4th. Chopper, left side, ranging over as Blanchard throws and gets away. And a ball ruled out of play, so Grady will get second on the throwing error from Blanchard. And runner on second brings up Alstead.
Yeah, it was really interesting because that one went off of what I would consider the screen, yeah, the pitcher screen, something like that. So instead of it going over to the fans on the right side, instead just bounced kind of right back, and a good play by the ump to say, hey, hold on.
Slap pitch, shallow left center field, ranging over is the center fielder, makes the catch. Thought about tagging was Grady, but decides against it. 2 down here in the 6th.
Yeah, that's a good play just to get all the way out there. I mean, that ball was hit by the logo, but instead, center fielder hawks it down, able to collect it.
Now Gianna Evans, her 4th at-bat of the day, 2 for 3 thus far. 2 singles and a pop-out. The shortstop rips one down the line, foul.
And we've seen a lot of close ones on that left side. It's been super interesting as that ball rolls all the way to the entrance of the dome. Goes into the doors, too, the swing doors. That's kind of funny.
Evans takes a little low on the pitch from Maddie Hosbein. Just came in and kind of shut the door here on the Bulldogs, thwarting all their efforts to come back in this one. Runner on second is Grady. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Swung on, grounded to third, plays it off the hop, and now the shortstop makes the play. Got over the third baseman's glove, but Blanchard says, I'll take care of it. On to first, and the Bulldogs are retired. We go to the 7th. Glen Oaks leads it 11-3 here on Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Just a reminder, ACTV broadcasts are fully student-ran. On tonight's crew, it's an even smaller one. Tyler Ackerman doing dual work, director and my color analysis. And my name is Nathan Linder up here in the booth. Our streaming coordinator is Josiah Durrell. Thank you for tuning in to this broadcast of Adrian College Television.
A little two-man crew right now. With the switch from going from Saturday games to a day up. We had a little bit of a switch of a crew and a little bit of a lighter one too. So still able to get everything done though and provide some coverage of this awesome team. So I was happy to be filming the games either way. That's something that this program takes pride in, is being able to film as much as we can. Even if we don't have announcers, we'll still get someone to film it.
Sure, Elizabeth Grady back out into the circle. Based on the top of the order again, leading off for the third straight time to lead off an inning. Is Holland. Shallow fly ball, right center field, range back, and it's going to drop in. Nearly gets past the right fielder, but she's content with just a single, and Holland reaches first.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a blooper, but luckily for her, it finds the exact spot where no one is able to get to it in time, so finds herself on first.
Here's Maddie Lewis. Entering today, before both games, was the leading batting average leader for the Vikings at .522, 23 at-bats. Now they really are adjusting the mound.
I feel like because of the way that they're able to throw that ball and everything and how they release it, it's going a little bit to the right every single time.
Yeah, towards the first base side.
Yeah.
I think what they should have done is lined it up at the beginning and then put like a little tape, not even a little, but like a tape mark at the front or even the back of the mound, probably the back of the mound.
Yeah, back of the mound would be better.
Where fly ball, center field, caught, and Lewis is retired. Tape at the back of the mound where, okay, this is where it should be. And anytime, like at the beginning of the half inning, you come out and you say, okay, I'm going to drag the mound back to the start here, and that's where it sets up. But
yeah, especially because that mound gets a little bit closer each time.
Yeah.
So you're getting closer and closer as we almost think we're going to be able to see a ball coming our way. You sprung out of.
That was the most excited I was. Haven't gotten one in a while.
Yeah,
man.
probably that's the most excited you've been since the last one that came up on the perch.
I didn't even know it was going to happen. Like, fly ball, right field, ranging over and making the catch. I think that's Ignatowski out there. And 2 away in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, a couple of just fly balls. First one a little bit shorter. That one was hit well. Surprising didn't hit the top of the dome of the way that thing was off on trajectory.
So I'll bring up Zricki, and she takes ball 1. We were talking about getting a foul ball over here before the game and how if it lands on top of the perch, it might dent it or it's going to make a loud noise. Fly ball deep left center field. It is going to be, what are they ruling it? A home run! Zricki's second homer of the day. In a 4-hit game for Courtney Zricki. This pushes the finishing touches here on an absolute stellar performance. 13-3, Glen Oaks leads it in the 7th.
Right when that ball was struck, we knew it had the chance of going out. And, good on the outfielders to recognize, like, hey, that ball was out. We're going to call it how it is. And it's not going to be a ground rule double, but instead another home run for her.
Shallow left field, and it's going to drop in. That'll be for Zimmerman. Her 4th hit of the day. 3rd single, had a double back in the 5th. Also scored twice. With 2 outs now, still in the top of the 7th, Blanchard up to bat. Takes low, kept in front by Kozel. Blanchard is 1 for 2 today. Had a sack bunt in the second, doubled in the fourth. Slow roller to third, off the end of the glove, and can't make the play, does Cutler. And things really starting to fall apart here for Adrian College.
Yeah, they just got to focus on getting the next out and moving on to Sunday, realistically. At this point, you're down by 10. I mean, it'd be a miracle for that bottom 7 comebacker, but either way, I think you just got to stop the bleeding and try to get some positive vibes going into Sunday when you got a tough conference matchup against the University of Michigan.
Yeah, just kind of get some momentum here as the line drive in the left field, coming in to make the catch. It will end the top of the 7th inning. Now before a second home run from Zaricki in the 7th. Extends Glen Oaks' lead 13-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Bulldogs. You're watching Bulldogs softball on ACTV.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
I'm a recent graduate from Michigan State University.
I'm an underwater cinematographer.
So I didn't really decide I wanted to become a pilot till after college.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
Involve yourself as many opportunities that you can.
The number one most important thing is knowing your own weaknesses. Proper planning.
Breakfast.
It's always something different, something new.
The fact that you can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Back inside the Sweeby Family Indoor Athletic Center. Man, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't hide it anymore.
Oh, boy.
I want the Bulldogs to have a good inning, though. I want them to score a couple runs. Ground ball to third. 1 pitch. 1 out. As Simpson goes down. 5-3 in the books.
Well, I guess silver lining is that's good for your sake. 1 pitch.
Yeah, we can forget about that.
Oh, man.
Robertson takes enough speed for a ball. Looked pretty good from here. Robertson is 0 for 1 today with 2 walks, though. Takes inside for a strike. A little bit of a makeup call here. Bottom of the 7th inning, Bulldogs trail 13-3. In game 2 of the doubleheader between Glen Oaks Community College. Sawn off to left and fouled. And Glen Oaks won game 1, 3-2. A really good game. It was tightly contested, went down to the wire. Fortunately, Bulldogs just left a couple too many runners stranded. Left them loaded back in the 5th of game 1. One hopper to short. Over to first, and Blanchard takes care of Robertson.
I think what's really been impressive is the defensive play from Blanchard in the second game for sure. She's had some fantastic plays out there in short. Some plays where you just don't think that there's going to be anything happening. I think it was, just a couple of what you would consider just infield singles, but instead it's an out.
Pinch hitter here for the Bulldogs. It's Haley Holmes. Cuts on and misses on her first attempt. Coming off the bench now, Holmes. Batted .462 on the year thus far and keeps it going. Single in the left field, down the line, and she reaches base off of the bench. Bulldogs have something going. 2 outs in the inning, though.
That's exactly what we want from the Rally Caps. Trying to get it going. By 10, you got to hack yourself back into this game as much as possible. But again, like I mentioned in the top of the 7th, you're just looking for some positive vibes going into Sunday's match.
Yeah, exactly. Just get some momentum here. maybe a long day on Sunday, and with some of the weather, you're not exactly sure how that's going to play out. We got 3 games against Michigan. I was looking at the weather earlier on. Base hit up the middle, past the pitcher, and station to station goes Holmes and Fry. Fry singles, her second hit on the game.
Making something on nothing right now. Opportunity. Couple runners on with 2 outs.
That'll bring up Sarah Kozel on 2 out, bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Bulldogs. Swung on and missed at the first offering. And the weather on Sunday, it's supposed to be cold in the morning, like during the middle of the day, when I got to play, of course, like 30, 40 degrees. And then by the time it gets to around 7, 8 o'clock, it's supposed to be like 60. Kozel flies out to center field, and that is going to do it. End of the 7th, and the Bulldogs take the loss in this one. They get swept by the doubleheader from Glen Oaks Community College, who come in here and take 2 games. And a good sign there for both teams. Really for Glen Oaks, came out and kind of slugged their way to victory here in the second game.
Yeah, it was really impressive what they were able to do. I think a part of that also was the errors from the Bulldogs, where they could have ended a couple of innings, but instead they kept them alive, and I think that's what ultimately killed them was, unfortunately, just the hot bats from this Glen Oaks squad.
Yeah, a lot of red here on my scorecard for Glen Oaks, highlighted by Courtney Zaricki. 2 home run game for her. Had a home run in the 3rd and 1 to cap it off in the 7th. 4 hits for her on the date. 2 home runs along with 2 singles. Who else did you like in today's game? Both sides in both games.
I think I like just the defense from Blanchard. I mean, some of the plays that she made was quite impressive, and those were just kind of momentum killers in the sense of the Bulldogs had those chances where they were getting a little bit hyped, especially at that beginning of that second game. They were really feeling themselves, but she was able to shut down really well. And, I mean, yes, they won by 10, but sometimes those defensive plays really matter.
Yep, and that's going to do it here from the Sweeby Indoor Athletics Center. Final score, Glen Oaks Community College 13, Adrian College 3. From all of us here at ACTV, Tyler Ackerman, and I am Nathan Lindner. So long, everybody.